A lot of women think that men just change up just because we had ulterior motives from the beginning. I, I would say that more often than not, it's because we got to know you and now we don't like you as much as we did in the beginning. Men aren't going to, men don't play the long game when it comes to getting stuff they want from women. We play the short game, which would be, supported by the fact that we give so many of y'all babies that we don't. We give you guys access to babies that we don't want. So it's not a lot that a lot of men are just inherently being evil or mean and just switching up on y'all. It's literally this. To say it simply, sometimes the juice just finds out to not be worth the squeeze.
It's always what the woman isn't doing and all of that. Women are gladly holding other women accountable. I can guarantee you, when we see one of our friends or acquaintances doing something dumb with a man we know she should not be with, there is absolutely no way that if we care about that woman, that we would be like, go ahead, girl, it's okay. What? I don't understand. Like, the problematic young girls, those the young girls, y'all, the young fertile in they prime girls that y'all like to go after, those are the ones. Those are the ones that's gonna be like, yeah, girl, because he got money. And that's it. Have a baby by him. Those are the ones doing that. Grown ass, mature women, washed up women, old, can't reproduce women that y'all like to talk about. Those are the women that know better. Of course, young girls are going to do that. We have to have different conversations about this. And that's why I get exhausted, because we don't like to have these conversations. Y'all also like to bring this up and not have any type of empathy for anyone. Everyone is just, you could control that. The fact that you all think that people can control other people, or people can see things that the people don't want you to see, is wild. If that man don't want you to see that he's a piece of shit, you won't see it until it's really too late. Honestly, like, I am so glad that you men don't have to date men, and the ones that do date men, they understand what we understand. It is a thing. Like, I don't understand why y'all can't listen to us. That is why I get exhausted of this conversation. That's why when it came up, I was like, I'm tired, because I knew it was going to be the same thing. If you all want us to hold women accountable, you need to hold men accountable. And honestly, start by teaching them how to read, because it is crazy out here. Teach them how to read and as well as comprehend, because someone was in the comments talking about evaluating and he meant ovulating. It is listen,
Damn.
get your men. Get your men. Stop talking about women. Y'all don't have time. You all have a laundry list of things to do that you need to address with men. Let us take care of the women. We can't keep doing this.
Bo, do you think there's no credence to what we're saying as far as trying to establish maybe a new order? Because everything you said, I heard you, but I think you still gave women a scapegoat. You still took it off the fact that no matter how much we hold us accountable, that's why I tried to keep it basic. We understand biology. Y'all need our semen to make a baby. Y'all know that. So it's like all the responsibilities of being men. Where is the responsibility of your vagina management as a woman? That
I
whole
agree.
okay. So
Y'all
that
know
being
I agree with that already. I've already said I agree with I promise I do. I
okay.
do agree with that. We do have to start being more responsible. We do have to start actually, like, seeing the thing, because sometimes you do see it, right? I'm not saying that you never see it. Seeing the thing, recognizing the thing, and running the fuck away.
But you gave
I agree.
you gave some women an out, and this is where I'm trying to be as genuine as possible.
Mhm.
I don't firmly believe women are duped in the mass numbers that they try to paint the picture of. I just don't see that to be true, mainly because there's always this narrative of being touted that they're more intelligent than we are. They have more insight than we do. And so how is it possible that most of the time that they're interacting with a man, they're duped? I don't know that to be true in my observed experience. And there has been a shift in energy, maybe generationally. Women of now and maybe the younger are now not even concerned. Like I think someone said, they're not even really liking men. They want to create a baby and then detach. And it's been because it's been popularized to now just be a mother, not so much be a wife, not so much be a solid woman. But if I get a baby, then now I'm solidified meeting my woman-like mandate from a societal perspective. I just don't see it that men are that intelligent to be duping these women in this. So I'm here to be educated.
I understand that. And I think so men hear women's intuition and somehow translate that into this Harry Potter sort of magic ability to be able to see things. Like we don't have a book that we can open and touch and say, give me all of the things, and then we have them. Women's intuition is literally that men are not sneaky. Like y'all don't like you change. Your change up is so apparent. Like there's no magical ability to be able to know the things, but we see the things. Like we see when you switch up, we see when you don't speak to us the same way, we see that you don't have this kiss on the cheek that lasts for 5 seconds, it lasts for 1 quick second and you walk away. We see changes because men have the things that they do, and when their feelings change, they change, and it is so apparent. I don't date women, so I can't say nothing. That's why I'm not addressing the women and how they react when they change. I'm just telling you.
Can I point out? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's 2 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said that the change up is, imperceivable to women. And the thing is, a lot of women think that men just change up just because we had ulterior motives from the beginning. I would say that more often than not, it's because we got to know you and now we don't like you as much as we did in the beginning. Men don't play the long game when it comes to getting stuff they want from women. We play the short game, which would be, supported by the fact that we give so many of y'all babies that we don't. We give you guys access to babies that we don't want. So it's not a lot of men are just inherently being evil or mean and just switching up on y'all. It's literally this. To say it simply, sometimes the juice just finds out to not be worth the squeeze. Everybody on this panel has really wanted something super bad, and then got it and been like, yeah, this ain't what I thought it was. Everybody has. Some of us made a bunch of money and been like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. Some of us, finally got a family, like, okay, I don't feel fulfilled here. Some of us got promotions in our jobs and was like, you know what? This extra money ain't worth what the fuck it is, what it took to get here. So it's not, I would say it's few and far in between that men just, nefariously get between you guys' legs. So that's one thing. The second thing is y'all don't need to cut access to your vaginas off. You need to cut access to your uteruses off. That's the difference. I don't have an issue with any of y'all fucking anybody y'all want to, or excuse me, having sex with anybody y'all want to. What y'all need to do is just stop getting pregnant. You guys have dozens of forms of birth control that you guys can choose to affect, hormone free. So we don't have to have that argument either. If you guys did that, and then you would not have to worry about all of the shit. Now I got to go get this $300 in child support from this guy that he's not going to pay. So now he owes 10 years and dude can't get a passport. Like a lot of those problems will be solved or like removed from you guys is just things you got to worry about if you block access to your uterus. It's not your vagina. Because a lot of the times, the fact that your vaginas and, your throats are some of the most useful things to the men you're dating. And that's what has them willing to protect and provide from you. Because a lot of men don't have access to don't have the type of access to those things as the top tier men do. So if you guys shut your vaginas down, like you're saying, it's a flow chart, right? You're putting the block in the wrong place. Because you put the block at your vagina, it hurts you. You put the block at your uterus, it helps you. Because you definitely can benefit significantly more from still having sex, dating, and being with men than you can when you don't have to worry about this guy, a year later not working. Because then a year later, all you did was just take no extra mile of dick. But if you don't block your uterus, now you done took the extra mile of dick and had a baby. That, to be quite frank, for the abortion rates, none of y'all want it.